What's up, dancers? Hello again. Sending you all the love and light today. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. My name is Roxie. I'm really excited to share with you guys today. So what is Epaulment? Epaulment and port de bras is really the whole upper torso as a package. It's the ribs, the shoulders, the neck, the head, the arms, the hands, even the eyes. And having beautiful Epaulment technique is something that I feel like is kind of overlooked sometime in training, but it's so important because it'll really take your dancing and being able to express yourself through movement to the next level. You know, instead of it just being like a two-dimensional shape, turning it into like a three-dimensional movement, being able to twist and add that three-dimensionality in your arabesques, in your combres, in, you know, whatever movement you're doing with your port de bras. It's just gonna add that extra, like, I don't know, just that extra like polishing, you know. It'll just really add so much to being able to express, moving with the head and the neck and the shoulders. We're gonna be using yoga today to cultivate good alignment while we do that, because it's really easy to kind of not have any engagement through the core, to just let your ribs splay open, to be putting all this pressure in the low back and just like kind of fling yourself around. Like, you can definitely do that, but you're gonna be way more at risk to injure yourself and bring a lot of strain onto your spine. So we're gonna be working with the obliques today, because those are those muscles that really help us have that stability as we twist, while learning how to keep the shoulders down, good shoulder alignment, and keeping the hips squared. So the movement is really coming from this mid-torso area, and that's really important. I really want to emphasize that we're not twisting from the hips. So we're working on keeping that core strength to keep our hips nice and square, and then being able to twist from a different part of our torso, rather than just like flinging our hips around too. And I don't want to scare you guys, but I did have a friend once who fractured some of her lower vertebra because she twisted too much in her hips. So like, there's definitely a purpose for this class to injury prevent. Basically, we just always want to be thinking about lengthening through the core, lengthening through the spine, always creating that space in the vertebra, and then having the core strength. We're all about that in this program, to be able to be stable and have that support through any range of motion. So this is just training another one of those range of motion, giving you that core stability. Because I don't want you guys to just be strong when you can just do like crunches or something. Like, you got to be strong when in the positions that you're actually moving through when you dance. So I want you to be able to take what you're learning here on the mat, cultivate that awareness in your body, and then take it to your class. All you're going to need is a couple of blocks if you have yoga blocks at home. If not, maybe just grab a couple of really kind of more firm pillows. Just be for a really nice shavasana modification at the end here to open up the heart space. So if that sounds good to you, grab some water and let's hop on the mat. All right, everyone, come find a comfortable seat on your mat. Just a comfortable cross-legged position here, nothing crazy. Grounding down through your sits bones, melting the pelvis into the floor while the spine grows up tall, crown of the head floating up towards the sky. You can just let your hands rest gently on your knees, relaxing your shoulders. Taking a really full breath, the deepest breath that you've taken all day. Inhaling fully through the nose. Holding for a moment at the top. Exhale, sighing it out. Just letting any tension go. Coming into the space. Breathing in and out through the nose, coming into your body. And wherever you are today, just setting the intention to be here and now on the mat, in your body, taking time to heighten your intuition, taking time to reflect, to learn, to grow, to move in a way that feels good. So as always, you can at any time take a rest, take child's pose, modify in any way that you need for your body. This is about honoring your body, and I trust you as your own inner teacher to know what's going to be best for you for all classes. So we're going to begin with a little 3-part breath to really bring our awareness into the different parts of our torso. So 3-part breath goes like this. You're going to inhale first into the belly, so letting the belly expand. And then inhaling again into the lungs, into this rib cage area. And then inhaling again into the upper torso, kind of the collarbones area. So holding, expanding front and back 2. And then exhaling, letting the back of the heart and the collarbones exhale. And then exhaling, letting the rib cage empty. And then exhale, letting the belly empty. So we're it's a ripple. It moves from the low belly to the ribs to the collarbone. And then exhaling, collarbone, ribs, belly. So it's this ripple moving up and down. And we're gonna be doing 2 counts for each breath. And as you do this, see if you can expand into the back of your body too. We don't wanna just be like, bringing the front of our body forward, but really expanding into the belly, but also into the kidneys, into the ribs, but also into the middle of the back, into the collarbones, but also into the space behind the heart. So really expanding, feeling the 3-dimensionality of your whole torso. So letting your hands rest comfortably, heart over the pelvis. We'll begin inhaling into the belly for 1, 2, inhaling into the ribs, 3, 4, inhaling to the collarbones, 5, 6, holding for a moment, feel the fullness, and then exhaling, letting the collarbones release. 6, 5, rib cage, 4, 3, belly, 2, 1. So that's going to be the movement, and I'm going to actually be silent and let you do this on your own time. Maybe you can only do 1 count of breath in each section. That's totally fine. This is definitely an exercise for your lungs too, expanding your breath capacity here. So as long as you're moving steadily in these 3 parts and giving them the same amount of time, moving with control or breathing with control, just move with your own breath, try to really expand and breathe in, hold as much air as you can, but don't stress yourself out. No need to be like in pain. We're trying to get into a calm state here. So we'll just begin. Seeing with every exhale where you can soften in your body, where can you relax, noticing the different parts of the body as you inhale into the diaphragm, into the belly, and then into the ribs, and then the upper torso. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhaling belly, ribs, collarbones. Exhaling collarbones, ribs, belly. Feeling this ripple of breath drawing from the belly up through the torso, and then rippling back down, noticing that you are making the breath happen, but that it's also happening to you, that your body is always going to continue to breathe, whether or not you're thinking about it. Letting the oxygen fall into your body, falling into the lungs as you inhale. welcoming in that fresh prana, life force energy, that oxygen. Then as you exhale, maybe even pulling your core in a little bit to really get all of that air out, to let go of that old carbon dioxide, letting go of any old stagnant energy that's not going to serve you today. Closing your eyes, let this be an inward experience, just feeling your breath. Just knowing that the breath is such an important part of yoga. Without the breath, it's really just exercise, but that breath, that awareness, is what brings you into that state of peace and calm. So throughout practice, really pay attention to the breath. And if you find that you're holding your breath or that your breath is really shallow or tight or tense, ease off a moment, back it up. Spend a lot of time dancing, probably with shortness of breath already, so really use this time to allow your body to breathe, to train that muscle capacity to be able to fill up the lungs fully while being strong and while moving with fierceness. Just taking 2 more rounds of this 3-part breath on your own time. Beautiful, and when you're ready, let that 3-part breath go. Take a deep inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, drawing the hands into the heart to begin the practice. So first, just take a little sway side to side, just a little gentle twist, letting your shoulders relax here. Breathing easefully. Take a little seated cat-cow to begin to warm up the spine. So we're gonna inhale, opening, drawing the elbows down, drawing the shoulder blades together, looking up slightly, breathing into the heart. And exhale, contracting, dropping your chin to chest as you unite the palms, curl the spine. Inhale, opening, draw the shoulder blades together, energy through the fingers, core pulling in slightly. Exhale, contract. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, contract. Beautiful, nice tall spine. Now we're gonna stack the right leg on top of the left. So trying to get that ankle over knee, knee over ankle, staying grounded through your sits bones. Inhaling the arms up. You're gonna exhale with keeping that length in the spine, pulling the core in, taking a twist to your right. So bringing that left hand to the right knee, shoulders down, plugging your shoulder blades into your rib cage. Looking over the right shoulder. With every inhale, growing nice and tall through the spine. Every exhale, seeing where you can melt. How can you ease into that twist a little deeper? And then notice what your hips are doing. Are they twisting a little bit too? Can you draw that right hip forward a little bit more so that the ribs are really doing the twist here? Beautiful. Keeping that left hand where it is, return to face the front, bringing that right hand to the right side of the face. So just like this. You're gonna inhale to find length, crown of the head drawing up to create space in the vertebra to go up and over to the left. So we've got this line, this dynamic line from the left arm to the right knee, sending your breath to the right side of the body into this right rib cage. muscles. Just letting gravity and the weight of your hand do the work here. Staying grounded through that right hip. Beautiful. Crossing that right hand over to your left knee now. So your arms are crossed. You're going to tuck your chin to your chest and round inwards. Breathing into the space behind the heart, opening up the back body. Releasing that, sweeping the arms up as you inhale. And exhale, folding forward over your legs, coming down into a fold, feeling an opening through the hips. Sending your breath down the entire length of your spine. Breathing into the low back. Can you expand into your kidneys, into your tailbone? And rolling back up one vertebra at a time. Go ahead and switch legs. So bringing the left leg crossed on top of the right, stacking the legs, ankles over knee, knee over ankle, grounding down through the pelvis. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, taking that twist, looking over the left shoulder now with the right hand to the left knee. Staying with that breath. See if you can inhale into the lower ribs, expanding into the low ribs and low belly with every inhale. With an exhale, drawing the ribs and belly back in towards the spine. Coming back to the center, keeping that right hand on the left knee. Bring the left hand to the left side of the face. Growing up nice and tall. And then exhale over to the right. Sending your breath to this left side of the body here. Feeling an opening through the neck and shoulders. Opening up the side body fascia. Beautiful. Crossing that left hand over to the right knee. Tuck your chin to chest. Curl inwards. Breathing into the back of the heart space. Beautiful. Uncurling yourself. Reach the arms up. And exhale, diving forward, sliding your arms out across the floor in front of you, melting over your legs. Breathing into the back of the body here. Beautiful, and rolling back up. Just taking a couple of circles with the ribs, inhaling to come forward, exhaling to circle back, and then switching directions, just warming up the spine, the torso, and the ribs. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna switch over to the side now. Coming onto your booties, time to activate the core, get those obliques switched on. So already here, with your feet just on the ground, find that length in your spine, add a little bit of an angle, and then pull your core in towards your spine, look down at your belly, make sure it's not puffing up at all, drawing everything in towards the spine, ribs together, in towards the spine, shoulders down. You're gonna lift the feet off the floor, coming into boat pose here. So you can have your knees bent, you can have your legs straight, but I just want to make sure that if you're going to straighten your legs, that you don't collapse in your core here. We really want to stay nice and tall. And then we're going to, with this tension in the core, practice relaxing the shoulders. So moving with grace. We're going to inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, twist left. We've got 20. Inhaling through the center, exhaling to twist. just having the arms be nice and light. We're just really practicing keeping that tension in the core as our arms move with fluidity, with grace, without tension in the shoulders. 9, I think we're on 10, I forgot to count. 11, core in. 13, pull it in, look over that shoulder, take that twist. 15, 17, 19, 20. All right, extending your legs lower down onto your back, pulling your core in, and move through twisted bicycle with extended legs. So bringing your hands behind your head, and instead of keeping the legs bent and just, grinding through a set of those, we're gonna move with intention here, flattening your low back to the floor, pulling your core down, keeping the ribs together. Don't let the belly puff up. Going to extend that leg and develop it and really twist. So we really, maybe even bring a hand into that side oblique to really feel that it's working. Bring that leg down and develop the other leg, twisting into it. Trying to get that elbow to knee and twist. Take a look at your belly as you pass through the center. Make sure it's nice and flat. 4, 5, moving slow here, moving with intention. 6, 7, extend 8, keep that length in the spine. 9, 10, maybe even try to turn out your legs here, practice that engagement. 13, core down. 14, 15, really twist, find that length through the crown of the head. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, beautiful. Rolling back up. We're doing one more set of boat. I know your core is probably feeling it. Really drawing down, especially through the lower core. Don't let it puff up. Take a moment to breathe, and then find that length in the spine. Knees off, or feet off, I mean. Arms forward, inhale, exhale, twist. 2, 3, 4, scoot over. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you got this. 10, core in. 11, 12, moving with the breath. 13, 14, core in. 15, drawing it in towards the spine. 16, 17, 18, fluid arms. 19, 20, cross the legs, coming forward onto your hands and knees for tabletop. Taking some hip circles, inhaling to the right, forward through cobra, exhale left, back through child's pose. Moving in a big circle here. And then switching directions, inhale, come forward through the left. Exhale to the right and back. Beautiful, all right. Feeling a little heat being built in the body. So coming back to that tabletop, I'm gonna turn to the side to face you guys. Extend that left leg out to the side. So here we are with our hands right under our shoulders, fingertips spread wide on the floor. Left leg out, and it should be parallel, so facing the same way as you are. Really grounding down through that outer edge of the foot. Inhale the right arm up, taking a twist. Exhale, you're gonna thread that hand underneath, reaching for that foot as you bring the right side of the face to the floor. So reach for that foot, finding that grounding on the floor, and then bring your awareness to your hips. Have they shifted over to the left here? And if they have, try and bring them back to the center, and you'll notice the twist moves into your upper mid back a little bit more. And then if you'd like, with that left hand, you can press into the floor just to give yourself some leverage on the floor to twist a little deeper. But really try to keep the hips squared here if you can. Maybe even feel them. We really want the twist coming from the mid back, not the lower back. Take one more breath here. Breathing into that twist. And on your next exhale, begin to unravel. Reaching that arm back out. And then placing it on the opposite side of the leg and reaching that left arm overhead, finding gate opener here. Breathing into that left side body. And then bringing that hand to your hip, you're gonna come down onto your right forearm and come into a side forearm plank. So getting that elbow right underneath your shoulder, long spine here, not coming forward, not opening up, or really flat to the side. Squeezing your glutes, we're gonna drop for 10, 9, getting those obliques nice and strong. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Flipping to the center, taking a center forearm plank and dropping your belly down, coming into a Sphinx pose. Shoulders down, shining the heart forward. And exhale, lower. So now we're going to strengthen up the back of the body. Move these blocks. Taking a locust pose. So if you've done my classes before, this is a popular one we work with a lot to strengthen up the whole back of the body here. Having strong back muscles are really important for a beautiful épaulment. So bringing the hands, we're gonna do a little flow to again practice that strength while keeping the shoulders kind of relaxed and nice, be able to keep them nice and fluid and graceful. So we're gonna inhale, lift up, bring the arms forward through fifth, and back, and lower. Inhale up, find fifth, extend back, and lower. Squeeze the glutes, feet together, fifth, extend back, and drop. Inhale, lift, find fifth, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, back, and drop. Last one, inhale, squeeze everything, lift up just an inch higher, extend the arms, back, and down. Nice, taking your arms out wider than your mat now, coming up onto your fingertips. And inhale, lifting the right shoulder up, left shoulder up. Dipping the right shoulder down, left shoulder down. Moving in a big circle here. Beautiful, switching directions, bring your left shoulder up and then right. Moving this big ripple. Nice, pressing up and back into a tabletop so we can hit the other side. So coming back, I'm gonna face you guys again, extending that right leg out to the side, make sure it's parallel. Inhale the left arm up to twist. And exhale, thread the needle, reach that arm towards the toes and taking that twist. So first of all, melting the left side of your face to the ground, melting the shoulder down. And then bringing your awareness to the hips. Have they shifted over to the right? And bring them back to the center if you can. And make sure the twist is in the mid-back. And place that right hand on the floor to maybe just gently press into the floor a little bit. Get a little more of a twist. Grounding down through the outer edge of that right foot. And breathe here. Take a breath. Slow it down, stay present. Take a mental screenshot of how this feels with trying to keep your hips squared and with the twist coming from the ribs. As you inhale, unraveling, reaching that left arm back up. Exhale, place it down. Coming into gate opener on the other side. Reach that right arm, get the shoulder away from the ear. Feeling this long line of energy from your right fingertips down through the right side of the body, through that edge of the right foot. Bringing that hand to your hip, coming down onto your forearm, taking that side forearm plank, making sure your elbow's right under the shoulder, hands spread, pressing into the floor, core pulling in, feel your obliques, maybe bring that hand to them so you can feel them really activate to pull your hips up. Got 8, 9, or wait, drop 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Beautiful. Flipping onto the center, both arms down, and relax the hips down, shining the heart forward for Sphinx pose. We're gonna take those locust lifts again, but this time with sort of an arabesque arm. So we're gonna inhale, lift, reach the left arm forward, right arm back, taking your first arabesque, and lower. And then as you lift again, switching sides. So really just be wanting to, again, make sure that the glutes are working, squeezing, keeping your feet drawing together if you can, rather than out. And then keeping the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. So try to have the most beautiful, like, arabesque lines that you can with your arms. I know it's a little tricky here, but we'll give it a try. Coming down, inhale, lift, and reach, back, and down. Inhale, squeeze, and reach, shoulders down, and release. Inhale up, find that length, beautiful arms, and down. Inhale up, find that length, and down. Beautiful, pressing up, and back into a downward facing dog. Shake your head out no when you get there. Maybe walking out through the feet, taking a deep inhale and exhale out through the nose. Spread your fingertips on the floor and really plug them into the mat so your whole hand is active. You're not just falling all your weight into your wrists. You're gonna inhale, reaching the left leg up to the sky. Get a nice stretch in. And exhale, stepping it forward into a nice lunge. So getting that knee right over the ankle, coming up nice and tall with the torso. So first of all, working on squaring off the hips, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward. You might have to bend that back knee a little bit to find that neutral pelvis. Just as if you were standing, try to keep that neutrality so we're not having a huge arch here in the back. And then work on straightening the leg with the heart over the hips, shoulders down. We're gonna take a twist. So inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twist towards that right hip, or towards the left hip, sorry, as you draw it backwards, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, squaring off the hips, keeping the hips facing forward as your torso twists. Breathing here, shoulders down. See how this feels in your body. Glutes active. Beautiful, reaching those arms up. And then taking a tilt, leaning forward as you extend those arms back behind you, shoulders down. You're gonna press up nice and strong to warrior 3, coming onto that standing front leg. Pointing your toes. Skip back. Pulling the core and ribs in, trying to create a flat back here so your glutes are working. Energy sending down through that left glute all the way into the floor. See if you can spread your toes and melt your whole footprint into the floor. From here, this is what the flow we're gonna move through. Coming up, inhale, exhale, taking a twist. So really again, twisting into that leg, trying to keep that right hip dropped. And what we're gonna work on is taking that left elbow and trying to draw it towards that right knee. But you wanna be careful that you're not just like crunching here, because you would never do this in ballet, so why would we try to train that position here? So, you wanna stay nice and lengthened and use those obliques. Feel them, get your hands on those muscles to feel what's going on as you twist into that leg. So there's a lot of core work going on here. You should really be feeling like a burn by the end of this, hopefully. And so we're gonna twist, inhale, exhale, warrior 3, pulling the core in. You're not just sagging here, but you're really active, finding that flat back. Inhale up and twist. Inhale and extend. So hop on in, join me when you feel ready. Moving with the breath. Exhale to twist. Shoulders down, spine tall, tailbone dropping down as the crown of the head reaches up. Center, extend. Inhale up, left glute is really working here too. Twist. Inhale, And exhale. Inhale. Take that twist, pulling the core in, feel the burn. Oh yeah, this is a great lower ab workout too. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale, nice and strong. Last one, twist. Inhale, extend. So now as you inhale, coming up, you're going to take your peace fingers of the left hand, wrap them around the right toe and extend that leg forward, drop the right hip, core in, nice strong tall alignment, reaching that right arm forward, and then twist. Taking a twisted big toe stand, see if you can really twist from the torso while keeping those hips facing forward. And breathe here, send that oxygen to your muscles. And then if you feel like you could let go of that top leg while keeping the twist, keeping the integrity of the alignment, take that balance and release it down. Ooh, love you, left calf, you're so strong, left glute. All right, so taking the other side now. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down, shake out the head, no. So I know these aren't really that typical of yoga movements and positions here. You're probably working new patterns of movement that you haven't done before, so if it feels a little weird in your body, maybe you're feeling a little unbalanced, it's totally fine. Just love yourself as you are. Here in these classes, you can show up exactly as you are. You are already perfect and whole as you arrive, and everything takes practice. As you already know from dance, you didn't get that perfect pirouette the first time you tried. So, planting the hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhaling the right leg up to the sky, plugging your fingertips into the floor, shoulders away from the ears, drawing the shoulder blades into the ribs, shake your head out, no. Exhale, step that foot forward, taking that lunge, spreading your toes on the floor, make sure your weight is evenly distributed throughout all four corners of the foot. Drawing the right hip back, left hip forward, square off those hips, squeeze the inner thighs together, activate that booty, lift the arms up. Just finding that neutral pelvis, first bending that back knee so you can really square off the hips, find that good alignment, and then work on straightening the leg here. So both glutes should really be working. Inhale up. Exhale, take a twist. So really working to keep those hips squared, drawing that right hip back as you twist into it. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, twist, shoulders down. Look over that right shoulder. Feel your strength here. So really drawing that right hip back as you twist into it. Beautiful, reaching the arms forward, and exhale, taking a tilt, so drawing the crown of the head forward, pulling the core in, and then pressing onto that right leg for a warrior three. Right booty is active as you send that energy down the leg into the floor. See if you can create a little space here from the belly and the hips. It's really easy to sink into that right hip. See if you can almost find that space here. Inhale to come up to standing. And again, twisting that right elbow into the knee here. So same thing on the other side. Finding that length in the spine, using the core to draw you towards that knee, but not crunching. Dropping that left hip. Beautiful. Inhale to reach. Exhale to extend. Moving with the breath. Inhale to reach. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Using the breath to calm you, to steady you. Exhale, extend. Inhale up. And twist. Inhale. Extend. You're doing so good, so strong. Inhale, center. And twist. Really feel that core working to pull you into that twist. And extend one last time. Inhale to reach up. So now taking your right peace fingers around the left big toe. Right glute really strong, sending that energy into the floor and extend that leg. And then taking the twist, dropping the left hip if you can, really twist into it. If you feel ready, unhook your fingers from your toe, take that balance. Exhale, release, shake out that right leg. Y'all are so strong, killing it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head, no. Take a full inhale. Exhale, sighing it out. So I know there's a lot to think about here. Be patient with yourself and your body. Plant your hands, step back to a downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale the left leg up. Getting that length, reaching the toes away from the pelvis. And exhale, step that foot forward into a lunge again, but now you're gonna turn out that back foot, coming into a side angle. So really sinking low through the hips here. Energy going out through the outer edge of that back foot that is parallel. Breathing here, pressing your knee open, stretching through the inner thigh. And when you're ready, pressing your hips back, moving that front leg towards straight for triangle. But here, stay aware if you're locking into your knee. Try to have a little turnout coming from the hip, sending down all the way through the leg. Make sure you're not rolling in on either of your arches. And inhale, breathing here. Yeah, let those shoulders lengthen away from the ears. And then from here, you're gonna pull the core in, float that bottom hand off, and taking a revolved triangle first of all. So take that left hip, shift it backwards. Make sure you're not rolling in on that back foot. And then from here, you're gonna press onto that standing leg, coming into a twisted half moon here. So this is regular half moon. And now we're taking it twisted to really work on that twisting from the ribs. So trying to keep your hips squared, really working that right glute to lift that leg off. Your leg should be parallel. And twisting here, finding that length in the torso, in the neck, pulling the core up and in towards the spine. And then breathe here. So your left arm might not come up as high, that's fine. I'd rather have you keeping the shoulders really down away from the ears and have your arm just kind of coming out to the side than having your shoulders come up to your ears and being able to get your arm way behind you. So integrity of alignment here. And releasing that back leg down. We'll come into a forward fold. So both feet parallel here. Wide-legged forward fold. Take a little sway side to side. Hold on the opposite shoulder. You guys might be feeling a little sore in your mid-backs tomorrow, not gonna lie. So coming up, taking a flat back halfway lift. So just like this, pulling the core in, little bend in the knees, make sure you're not locking into them, bringing your weight into the ball of your feet, but still staying grounded through your ankles. You're gonna bring your arms out to the side in a big T shape here. So shoulders down, core in, long neck, weight in the ball of the feet, and then using your core strength, nothing else, using your core to twist you, trying to bring that right hand to the floor. Yeah, so again, I don't want you coming into this kind of position here. You know, you could do that any day, hyperextending into your shoulders, but your core isn't on, you're twisting into the low back. So integrity, keeping your hips squared, and then twisting from the core to try and get that hand to just lightly touch the floor here. Keeping a slight bend in your knees. And breathe. This is hard work, y'all. Like if you have everything, shoulders down away from the ears, long spine, little bend, squared hips, your core is working here. And don't forget to breathe. right, relax that. Bring your arms down. We're gonna face the left, coming into a low lunge here. So right knee down, hands to the inside of the left foot here, making sure that knee is right over the ankle. Reaching forward on an inhale, reaching towards the floor. Up, exhale, twisting to look behind. Inhale, forward. Up, exhale, twist. Inhale, forward. Up and back. And on this last time, as you come back, you can bend your back knee, hook your elbow or wrist around that foot and stretch it in towards your body. Make sure to stay nice and lifted up and out of that right shoulder so we're not sinking into it, putting a lot of pressure on that joint here, but staying nice and lifted. Beautiful, release that. Plant your hands and step back into a downward facing dog. Shake your head out, no. Almost there, guys, just gotta do the other side. Stay present, noticing, what muscles have maybe not been activated in this way, what muscles have. Where can you release unnecessary tension? Inhale, sweeping the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, stepping it forward, coming into that lunge again. And then turning out the back leg, coming into side angle. Really making sure that right knee is pressing outwards, using a little rotation here, little turn out, reach that left arm forward. Long line of energy from your left fingertips all the way down this whole side of your body, out the back edge of that foot. When you're ready, begin to straighten that front leg, reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the neck for triangle. You're using a little bit of rotation here from the hips to turn out that leg to make sure that you're not rolling in to your arches on either foot. Grounding down through your toes. And breathing here in and out through the nose. Enjoying the feeling of the stretch. Beautiful, pulling your core in, obliques active to lift that bottom hand off the floor and float around, taking a revolved triangle. So first of all, make sure you're not rolling in on your arches, no locking into the knee, and draw that right hip back, trying to square off the hips. Hopefully you're also getting a nice stretch through this outer leg here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna press into that revolved half moon. So pressing up, lengthen the shoulders, plugging your scapula into your ribs, pulling the core in, squaring off the hips, left glute active, find that length, creating lots of space in the torso to fill up with oxygen. Feeling that twist, see if you can look up to the ceiling if it doesn't strain your neck. Otherwise, just look straight ahead. Doing great. All right, place that leg back and coming into a forward fold. I'm gonna face y'all so you're not getting a bunch of booty to the face. It's coming into a forward fold here with your feet parallel. Weight in the balls of your feet. And here, see if you can really almost arch your low back so that, and lean forward a little bit so the weight is in the ball of your feet. So instead of being here with the curve coming from your lower back here, putting all that strain on those lower vertebrae, see if you can shift your weight into the front of your feet and then arch that low back. So you're gonna get way more of a stretch through the back of the hamstrings. And then there's not that flexion, that pressure on your low back. And then hang over from there. Taking one more breath here. And then on your next inhale, lifting up to that flat back, really strong core supported position. Crown of the head reaching forward, tailbone reaching back, arms out to the side in a nice T, shoulders down. From here, using your core, using those obliques to take that twist Just like we were doing with that boat pose, twist, triangle, core sequence at the beginning, using your core to really pull into the spine to twist from the ribs, keeping the hips squared. And then breathe. A few breaths here, keep that engagement. Feel how this feels in your body. Take a mental screenshot, build that mind-memory connection. Beautiful. And then coming onto a low lunge on the right side, drop the left knee down. We're coming into a lizard here, so your hands are on the inside of that foot, grounding that left hand. As you inhale, you're gonna reach forward as close to the floor as you can. Up, exhale, twist, looking behind. Inhale forward, up, exhale back. Inhale forward, up and twist. And on your last time, you can bend that back leg, reach for the foot, pull it into your body, let your hips sink forward. Get a nice stretch. Beautiful, gently releasing that, stepping back into a tabletop from here and just letting your booty come to the floor. So uniting the soles of your feet, let your knees drop open, growing up nice and tall through the spine. And exhale, just melt over those feet here for a moment. The work part is done. You did an amazing job. With every exhale, beginning to slow down the mind, slow down the breath, slow down the nervous system. Relaxing in the shoulders, maybe give them a little wiggle. And then rolling up. Nice, y'all. So coming onto the back, rolling down, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side to encourage all the muscles in the back to let go, to relax. And then hugging the left knee in as you extend the right leg to the floor. And taking a twist. So yes, lots of twists in this class. This will be the last one. Letting that knee drop to the floor. Arms opening up. Breathing here, surrendering to gravity. So, and then even here, notice what's going on in your low back and hips. Maybe don't have that knee drop all the way to the floor. Maybe try to keep your hips really squared here. You might want to actually bend both knees to have them stack on top of each other. And you'll notice that that kind of limits how far your hips can twist. And it brings the twist into your mid-spine a little bit more. Breathing here. As you exhale, rolling back to the center. And then with both knees bent, we're just gonna do both knees bent now, letting those knees drop over to the other side, keeping them stacked on top of one another, so make sure that one's not more forward than the other. Keeping your hips nice and aligned here, and then twist from the rib cage. Letting yourself melt into the floor. And rolling back to the center. From here, planting your feet, bend your knees. You can either press up into a bridge, squeezing the glutes, getting this nice lengthening through the front of the body. Or if you'd like a little bit more of a front body opening, you can bring your hands next to your head and press up for a wheel pose here. Shaking the head out now, really trying to lengthen The head down towards the floor, even here. Or if it feels more supportive for your body to take a bridge, that's what I'm gonna do. Feels good, but make sure your glutes in both of these poses are squeezing, that they're active to give your back that support. And then lowering down. So now is the time to grab either your really cushy pillows or your yoga blocks if you have them. So if you have pillows, just put them behind you and relax back on them, just recline on them. But if you have your blocks, in for a really special little treat. This is one of my favorites. You're gonna take one and place it long ways like this, that you can rest your, kind of like between your shoulder blades, your upper back here. You're gonna rest right on top of that. And then getting that other one, placing it perpendicular to that other block, and then resting your head on that one. So you might have to do a little adjusting here, but then you're gonna bring your feet together and let your knees open up to the side and let your hands rest by your sides. So this is a really amazing way to open up the front of the body, open up the heart space. If you, when you're not dancing, spend a lot of time, driving, or maybe hunching over a computer, hunching over your phone, or you tend to carry a lot of stress in your shoulders, this is a great pose to counteract all of that. Letting your heart shine up towards the sky. Letting your palms rest open towards the ceiling, signaling to the universe that you are open, that you are receptive, that you are ready to receive all forms of abundance. Letting your breath go, taking an inhale through the nose and sighing it out through the mouth. Closing your eyes, letting the muscles around your hips soften, the muscles around your shoulders soften. We're gonna move again through that not quite the same 3-part breath that we did before. You can breathe all at once with this one, but you are gonna breathe in for 3 counts. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Hold for a moment. And exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Softening completely. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Hold. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Now just letting your breath be. Enjoying this time to rest. Just appreciating this time to relax. Life can be so busy and hectic. It's really important to take these moments to be and to let yourself be still. letting your jaw soften, letting your brow and your third eye soften. Begin to gently straighten out your legs. Give them a little shake. Give the front of your hips a little gentle massage with your hands. Send some love to your lower body. And then gently rolling off your blocks or pillows onto your side. And gently pressing your way up to a comfortable seated position. Crossing your legs, grounding down through your sits bones. Take a little movement that feels good for you. And then we'll finish off the practice together, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhaling, drawing the thumbs to the third eye. May we see clearly and trust our intuition. Drawing the thumbs to the lips so we may speak words of kindness and truth. And drawing the hands to the heart. May we act with love and compassion towards ourselves and others. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for showing up to take care of yourself, to grow and transform as a dancer and as a human. Namaste. I'm so excited for all of you. I'm so proud of everything that you're out there creating, how you're moving, how you're connecting with people and sharing your artistry and your soul with the world. Like, please keep doing what you're doing. The world needs you as an artist and a creator. Sending you all the love. We'll catch you next week for the next class. Like, subscribe, follow, reach out if you have any questions about alignment, injuries, anything. I'm always here for you as a resource. So, much love, y'all. Have a great day.